Now, the cave was discovered in 1862, and you just saw on the wall there, the gals did not come out and explore the cave until 5 years later, 1867. John and Juno did keep this cave secret for a whole 5 years, but there was a very good reason for that. John discovered this cave during the Civil War. Now, a lot of people forget Missouri was a battlefield state. You know, one of the early battles fought in the war was fought not too far from here, the Battle of Wilson's Creek. So John had plenty of opportunities to learn these armies, both north and south, very interested in caves. Well, it turns out they wanted to mine the cave floor, but not for gold or silver like you might think. No. They wanted to mine a cave for something a little different. The bat guano. You guys know what bat guano is?
Ace Ventura.
It's the bat poop. Bat droppings, I know, it's kind of gross. That is what those armies wanted. Where do you find guano in a cave? It's all over the cave floor. They dig up the dirt from the cave, put that dirt in a big bag called a leaching bag. Fill that up with cave dirt, and they would saturate that soil with water. Just allow that water to leach through that soil. Now, it's a very simple mining process known as leaching out the mineral. The mineral they were going to try to get out of that cave dirt was the potassium nitrate. See that bat guano? Very high in potassium nitrate. Just like sugar though, it dissolves very easily in water. So what came out of these big leaching bags was very nitrogen rich, kind of a muddy slurry. With that slurry over an open fire, all you have to do is boil away the water. Little white crystals begin to form, called saltpeter. And they harvest those saltpeter crystals, grind them into a powder, add some other ingredients, sulfur, potash. Have any idea what they were making?
Gunpowder.
You got that right. You know, that Civil War, gunpowder was in a very, very high demand. You know, they had a lot of cannons, a lot of rifles, all required gunpowder. So you can certainly understand why these armies wanted caves. They needed that natural resource. But because John knew that, he kept our cave secret. He didn't want those armies to know he had a cave. You know, they could have very easily confiscated his homestead, taken control of the cave, turned it into a saltpeter mine. That would have destroyed the natural beauty of our cave. So it's a really good thing John kept our cave secret.
Nice.
Fast forward a little bit to the 1920s. Prohibition. You heard of that. Outlawed liquor all across the country. So, that did not go over too well here in the Ozarks. They put a moonshine still up on the hill and opened up an illegal nightclub. It was illegal during the Prohibition. Yeah. Literally an underground speakeasy. Put the bar up against that rock. Had a piano down here and a dance floor too. Card games going on, gambling. Yeah, they were having a hoot and holler and good time, right? Part of the day, back in the 20s. I think that would have been a great time to come visit.
100 years?
They built this stage in the 60s to accommodate a country music show down here in the 60s. Can you imagine what a full band would have sounded like?
Oh my God.
They still have the stage lights up on the ceiling.
Look at them all built.
A lot of rich history that has occurred right down here.
Awesome.
That would have been a great time too. With the band down here would have been awesome.
That would have been amazing.
But it's the next stop that I think is my favorite stop. It's an area of the cave we call the breakdown. It's where the ceiling has collapsed. We call it the breakdown. And you don't have to worry. We haven't had a ceiling collapse in this breakdown here in a really, really long